The train now standing at platform 3 is the 2302 Waterline service to James Street. Calling at Eden Quay, Faraday Road, West Benton, Benton, Cambridge Street Parkway, Airport West, and James Street. This train is formed of 4 coaches.
Welcome on board this Waterline service to James Street. Calling at Eden Quay, Faraday Road, West Benton, Benton, Cambridge Street Parkway, Airport West, and James Street. The next station is Eden Quay. We will shortly be arriving at Eden Quay. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Service to James Street. Calling at Faraday Road, West Benton, Benton, Cambridge Street Parkway, Airport West, and James Street. This train is formed
Eden
of 4
Quay.
coaches.
This train is for James Street. The next station is Faraday Road. Welcome on board this Waterline service to James Street. The next station is Faraday Road. We will shortly be arriving at Faraday Road. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Service to James Street. Calling at West Benton, Benton, Cambridge Street Parkway, Airport West, and James
This
Street.
is Faraday Road.
This train is
for
coaches.
James Street. The next station is West Benton. Welcome on board this Waterline service to James Street. The next station is West Benton. We will shortly be arriving at West Benton. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Service to James Street. Calling at Benton, Cambridge Street Parkway, Airport West, and James Street.
This is
This
West
train is
Benton.
formed of 4 coaches.
This train is for James Street. The next station is Benton. Welcome on board this Waterline service to James Street. The next station is Sventon. We will shortly be arriving at Sventon. Change here for services to Stepford Airport Central, Greenslade, Leighton City, Morganstown, Port Benton, St Helens Bridge and Stepford Central. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This train is formed of 4 coaches. Platform 11 for the 2306 Stepford Connect. Service to Stepford Victoria. Calling at Coxley. St Helens Bridge. Stepford East. Stepford Central.
This is Sventon. This train is for James Street. The next station is Cambridge Street Parkway.
Your attention, please. The 2306 Stepford Connect service to Stepford Airport Central has been cancelled. This is Platform 7 for the 2308 Stepford Express.
Welcome on
service
board
to
this Waterline service to James Street. Calling at Cambridge Street Parkway, Airport West and James Street. We will shortly be arriving at Cambridge Street Parkway. Change here for services to Connolly. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Service to James Street. Calling at Airport West and James Street. This train is formed of 4 coaches.
This is Cambridge Street Parkway. This train is for James Street. The next station is Airport West. Welcome on board this Waterline service to James Street. The next station is Airport West. We will shortly be arriving at Airport West. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This train is formed of 4 coaches.
This is Airport West. This train is for James Street. The next station is James Street. Welcome on board this Waterline service to James Street. The next station is James Street. We will shortly be arriving at James Street. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This train terminates here. All change, please. This is James Street. This train terminates here. All change, please. Thank you for travelling with us today.